What's up everyone, and welcome to Mk Titans Travel. Today we are doing something absolutely insane. We're in Hawaii, a literal paradise on Earth, and I'm on a mission to show you the 30 most breathtaking, mind-blowing wonders these islands have to offer. I'm talking about everything from giant fire-breathing volcanoes to beaches with sand that looks like it's from another planet. This isn't just a vacation, it's an epic adventure to uncover the craziest landscapes, the richest history, and wildlife you won't believe is real. I've spent a fortune getting here, and I'm not leaving until we've seen it all. Hawaii is literally a dream destination. It's got these insane lush valleys that look like they're straight out of Jurassic Park, massive volcanoes that touch the clouds, and beaches so perfect they look fake. The geology here is wild, the culture is super deep, and the wildlife is everywhere. This place is more than just pretty pictures, it's an experience that will change how you see the world. So get ready, because we are about to go on an epic journey through the most incredible spots in the Pacific. I've made a list of the top 30 wonders of Hawaii, and we are going to count them down, one by one. Each one is crazier than the last, showcasing the most enchanting and extraordinary features of these islands. I want you to feel like you're right here with me, seeing these incredible sights for the first time. Are you ready? Because this is going to be the biggest travel video we have ever made. Let's do this! Kicking off our list at number 30 is something absolutely massive. Welcome to Waimea Canyon on the island of Kauai. They call this place the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, and honestly, that nickname doesn't even do it justice. It's 10 miles long, a mile wide, and over 3,600 feet deep. Just look at the scale of this thing. It's unreal. The canyon walls are painted with these deep reds, browns, and greens from all the erosion and volcanic rock. It's like a giant natural masterpiece. Standing here, you feel so small, it's insane. We're at one of the main lookouts, and the panoramic views are just endless. You can see for miles with waterfalls cascading down the cliffs in the distance and the Waimea River carving its way through the bottom. We even sent the drone up to get some insane shots that honestly look like they're from another planet. You could spend days just exploring all the different viewpoints and hiking trails here. This is the kind of place that reminds you how powerful nature is. It's an epic start to our list, and trust me, it only gets crazier from here. Alright, for number 29, we're turning up the heat, literally. We're on the Big Island at Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes on the entire planet. This isn't some dormant mountain, this thing is alive and breathing. The landscape around here is straight up apocalyptic. You've got vast fields of hardened black lava, steam vents hissing out of the ground, and the air smells like sulfur. It feels like we've landed on Mars. Walking across these lava fields is like walking on freshly paved asphalt, but it's all natural. It's wild to think about the insane power that created all of this. But the real reason we came here is for the night show. After the sun goes down, you can see the volcano's crater glowing with this intense, fiery red light. We hiked out to a safe viewing spot, and watching the molten lava churn and bubble in the dark is one of the most primal, unforgettable things I have ever witnessed. It's like looking into the very heart of the earth. It's dangerous, it's powerful, and it is absolutely mesmerizing. Seeing this much raw power up close is a humbling experience you will never, ever forget. Coming in at number 28 is a place so beautiful, it looks like a movie set. This is the Na Pali Coast on Kauai, and these are some of the most dramatic cliffs in the world. They jut straight out of the ocean like giant green cathedrals, reaching up to 4,000 feet high. These cliffs are razor sharp and covered in lush tropical vegetation with hidden beaches and sea caves tucked away at their base. There are no roads here, so getting here is an adventure in itself. You have to earn these views. You can hike the treacherous Kalalau Trail, which we'll talk about later, or you can see it from the water. We decided to charter a boat to get the full, epic perspective. Sailing alongside these massive cliffs with waterfalls streaming down into the turquoise ocean is just mind-blowing. We even got the helicopter up for the ultimate bird's-eye view, and from the air, you can truly appreciate the sheer, untouched majesty of this coastline. It's a remote, rugged paradise that feels like it's from another time. This place is pure magic. For number 27, we ascended above the clouds. We are at the summit of Haleakalā on Maui, over 10,000 feet above sea level. People from all over the world wake up in the middle of the night and drive up a winding road in the freezing cold just to witness the sunrise from here. And let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. Watching the sun peek over the horizon and flood the massive crater with light is a spiritual experience. The colors are insane, deep purples, fiery oranges, and soft pinks painting the sky. It's dead silent up here and you feel like you're on top of the world. Once the sun is up, you get a clear view of the crater itself and it's like a desert moonscape. The volcanic terrain is filled with giant cinder cones, lava flows, and rare plants that only grow here, like the silver sword. We spent the day hiking down into the crater and it's one of the quietest, most surreal places I've ever been. It's massive, big enough to fit the entire island of Manhattan inside. Standing in the middle of this dormant volcano is humbling and makes you realize just how incredible our planet is. Alright, number 26 is one of Hawaii's most iconic landmarks. If you've seen a postcard from Honolulu, you've seen Diamond Head. This massive volcanic crater looms over Waikiki Beach, and it's a symbol of Oahu. We decided to hike it because the real prize is the view from the top. The trail to the summit is steep, with switchbacks, a long tunnel, and a crazy set of stairs at the end, but the payoff is absolutely insane. It's a serious workout, but thousands of people do it every single day. When you finally reach the summit, you're rewarded with one of the most incredible panoramic views in all of Hawaii. You can see the entire coastline of Waikiki, the turquoise water stretching out to the horizon, and the city of Honolulu nestled below. It's a 360-degree view that will literally take your breath away. This crater was formed over 300,000 years ago, and standing on the rim, looking out at the modern world below is a crazy contrast. It's a must-do for anyone visiting Oahu and a truly legendary spot. Next up at number 25, we're trading volcanoes and coastlines for the heart of the rainforest. We're on the Big Island to see the magnificent Akaka Falls. To get here, you walk through a lush, tropical jungle that feels like a different world. The air is thick with humidity, you can hear exotic birds calling from the canopy, and everything is covered in green. The path is surrounded by giant ferns, bamboo groves, and wild orchids. The walk itself is an experience, building the anticipation for what's ahead. And then you see it. Akaka Falls is a monster, plunging 442 feet straight down a sheer cliff face into a deep gorge below. The power of the water is incredible, and the sound is deafening. A constant mist hangs in the air, creating rainbows when the sun hits it just right. It's one of the most beautiful and serene places on the islands. You just stand there and stare, completely mesmerized by the raw, natural beauty. It's a perfect example of the hidden gems you can find when you venture off the beaten path in Hawaii. Get ready for a road trip, because number 24 is the legendary Hana Highway on Maui. This isn't just a road, it's an adventure. The highway is a winding, 64-mile stretch of road that hugs the coastline, and it's famous for its insane number of curves and bridges. We're talking 620 curves and 59 bridges, many of which are only one lane wide. Driving this road is a challenge, but that's the whole point. You have to take it slow, which, honestly, forces you to soak in the incredible scenery all around you. The journey is the destination here. Every few miles there's something amazing to see. We stopped at countless waterfalls, hiked through bamboo forests, and swam in natural freshwater pools. One of the first major stops is Twin Falls, where you can take a quick hike to a beautiful waterfall and swimming hole. The entire drive is a sensory overload in the best way possible. The smell of tropical flowers, the sound of crashing waves, and views that just keep getting better around every single turn. This is easily one of the greatest road trips on the planet. For number 23, we're heading out into the open ocean. This crescent-shaped island you see is Molokini Crater, a partially submerged volcanic crater located just off the coast of Maui. It's a protected marine life conservation district, which basically means it's an underwater paradise. The water here is some of the clearest you will ever see, with visibility often exceeding 150 feet. It's like swimming in a giant natural aquarium. We geared up and jumped right in. The inside of the crater is teeming with life. As soon as you put your face in the water, you're surrounded by hundreds of colorful tropical fish. We saw everything from parrotfish and butterfly fish to moray eels and even a few sea turtles. The coral reef is vibrant and healthy, creating a massive underwater city for all the marine creatures. Because the crater walls protect it from the open ocean, the water is super calm, making it the perfect spot for snorkeling and diving no matter your skill level. This place is an absolute dream for anyone who loves the ocean. Sometimes you just need a perfect beach. And at number 22, we found one. This is Makena Beach on Maui, also known as Big Beach, and it lives up to its name. This is a massive stretch of undeveloped coastline with over 1.5 miles of perfect golden sand. There are no hotels or resorts here, just pure natural beauty. The beach is super wide, so even when it's busy, it never feels crowded. You can always find your own little slice of paradise to relax on. The water here is a stunning shade of turquoise, and the waves can be pretty powerful, making it a popular spot for bodyboarding. We spent the afternoon just chilling on the sand, swimming in the crystal clear water and soaking in the incredible views of Molokini Crater and the island of Kauai in the distance. It's the kind of place you see in travel magazines and dream about visiting. It's simple, it's beautiful, and it's one of the most tranquil and picturesque beaches in all of Hawaii. Coming in at number 21 is a place that's as important for its history as it is for its beauty. We're in the heart of Maui at the Iao Valley State Monument, and this is the iconic Iao Needle. This thing is a natural rock pinnacle that rises 1,200 feet from the valley floor. It's covered in lush green vegetation and is often shrouded in clouds, giving it this really mystical and dramatic look. It was formed by erosion over thousands of years, and it's one of the most recognizable landmarks on the island. But this valley is more than just a pretty sight. It's a sacred and historic place. In 1790, this was the site of the Battle of Kepanui, where King Kamehameha I fought to unite the Hawaiian Islands. The battle was so fierce they say the Iao Stream was blocked by bodies. Standing here, you can feel the weight of that history. The views from the lookout are incredible, showcasing the Needle and the steep, emerald cliffs of the surrounding valley. It's a peaceful, powerful place that connects you to Hawaii's deep cultural roots. At number 20, we're back on Oahu at another world-class snorkeling spot, but this one is unique. This is Hanauma Bay, a stunning marine embayment formed within a volcanic cone. What makes this place so special is its history of conservation. It used to be overcrowded and damaged, but now it's a protected nature preserve. Before you can even go down to the beach, you have to watch a short educational video about protecting the reef and its inhabitants. They are serious about preserving this natural wonder, which is awesome. Once you get down to the bay, you'll see why it's worth protecting. The water is calm, shallow, and absolutely packed with marine life. It's perfect for beginners because you can see tons of fish just by wading in a few feet. The circular shape of the bay protects it from ocean swells, creating a safe and easy environment for snorkeling. We saw so many different species of fish, and the coral is slowly coming back to life. It's a beautiful example of how we can enjoy nature while also taking care of it for future generations. You can't talk about Hawaii without mentioning number 19, the one and only Waikiki Beach. This is probably the most famous beach in the entire world, and for good reason. It's a vibrant 2-mile stretch of sand, right in the heart of Honolulu, with Diamond Head as its stunning backdrop. This is the birthplace of modern surf culture, where legends like Duke Kahanamoku first shared the sport with the world. The atmosphere here is electric. It's always buzzing with energy from sunrise to long after sunset. The waves here are gentle and rolling, making it the perfect place to learn how to surf. We rented a board and gave it a shot, and it was an incredible experience to ride a wave with that iconic view in front of you. The beach is lined with hotels, restaurants, and shops, so there's always something to do. Whether you're surfing, swimming, sunbathing, or just people watching, Waikiki is the energetic, beating heart of Hawaii. It's a cultural icon and a place everyone should experience at least once. If the energy of Waikiki is too much for you, then number 18 is your perfect escape. Welcome to Lanikai Beach on the windward coast of Oahu. Lanikai literally means heavenly sea, and honestly, this place is pure paradise. We're talking about powdery soft white sand that feels just like flour between your toes and the calmest, most brilliantly turquoise water you've ever seen. It's consistently ranked as one of the best beaches in the world, and well, it's easy to see why. It's a relatively small stretch of beach, hidden away in a residential neighborhood, which gives it a more secluded, local feel. The most iconic feature of Lanikai is the view of the two small islands just offshore, the Mokulua Islands. or the mokes as locals call them. They create a picture-perfect backdrop that's famous on Instagram, and you can even kayak out to them if you're feeling adventurous. The water is protected by an offshore reef, so it's as calm as a swimming pool, perfect for just floating and relaxing. This is the kind of beach where you can lay down a towel, forget about everything, and just soak in the insane beauty. Alright, for number 17, we're visiting a place that looks like it's from another planet. This is Papakalea Beach, better known as Green Sand Beach, on the Big Island. And yes, the sand is actually green. It's one of only 4 green sand beaches in the entire world, which is honestly insane. Getting here is a serious mission. It's located in a remote bay, and you have to either hike for several miles across rugged terrain, or pay a local for a bumpy ride in a 4x4. We chose the 4x4 and it was a wild adventure in itself. The reason the sand is green is because of a mineral called olivine, which eroded out of the surrounding volcanic cinder cone. When you finally arrive and see the cove, it's a mind-blowing sight. The green sand sparkles in the sun against the turquoise water and black lava rock cliffs. It doesn't look real. The color can change from a light olive to a deep forest green depending on the light. Swimming in the bay with the green sand all around you is a surreal experience. This is one of nature's rarest and most incredible wonders. Wait, didn't we already do this? Yes and no. At number 24, we talked about the Hana Highway, but at number 16, we're talking about the entire journey, the road to Hana. This isn't just about the drive, it's about fully immersing yourself in the experience and seeing everything this magical part of Maui has to offer. It's about taking your time, spending a night or two in the tiny, peaceful town of Hana, and exploring the wonders that lie beyond the main highway. This is where the real adventure begins. After you pass Hana Town, the crowds disappear, and you can discover incredible places like Waianapanapa State Park, home to a stunning black sand beach. The contrast of the jet black sand against the blue ocean and green jungle is, honestly, just breathtaking. Further down the road, you'll find the 7 sacred pools at Oahu, a series of tiered pools and waterfalls you can swim in. The road to Hana isn't a checklist, it's a journey that rewards those who slow down and explore its hidden secrets. It's the heart and soul of Maui. At number 15, we're stepping back in time to a place of immense cultural and spiritual importance. This is Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park on the Big Island. In ancient Hawaii, the laws, or kapu, were very strict. If you broke a law, the penalty was death. But if you could make it to a Pu'uhonua, or a place of refuge, you would be forgiven. This was one of the most sacred places of refuge in all the islands. It was a literal sanctuary. Exploring this park is like walking through a living history museum. The grounds have been beautifully restored with thatched huts, fish ponds and fierce-looking key, which are carved wooden statues of gods that guard the sacred sites. You can really feel the history and power of this place as you walk along the black lava rock shores. It's a peaceful, quiet park that offers an incredible glimpse into ancient Hawaiian culture and beliefs. It's a powerful reminder of the deep spiritual connection the Hawaiian people have with their land. Everyone loves a good secret, and number 14 is one of Kauai's best-kept ones. This is Kauapea Beach, more famously known as Secret Beach. And let me tell you, it really earns its name. There are no signs, and the trailhead is hidden in a residential neighborhood. You have to navigate a steep, unmarked dirt path down a cliff to get there. The difficult access is what keeps the crowds away and preserves its secluded, untouched vibe. It's an adventure just to find it. But once you emerge onto the sand, you understand why it's worth the effort. You're greeted by a massive 3,000-foot-long stretch of golden sand, backed by sheer cliffs and lush jungle. Because it's so remote, you might only share this huge beach with a handful of other people, or maybe no one at all. We honestly felt like we had discovered our own private paradise. The waves can be strong here, but the sense of peace and solitude is unmatched. It's the perfect place to escape from the world and just connect with the raw beauty of Kauai. For number 13, we're going to the highest, wettest, and most protected place on Maui. This is Puu Kukui, the highest peak in the West Maui Mountains. It's one of the wettest spots on Earth, receiving almost 400 inches of rain per year. This constant rainfall has created a pristine native cloud forest and watershed that is absolutely vital to the island. It's so fragile and important that access is strictly restricted to researchers and conservationists. You can't just hike up here. So how are we showing it to you? From the air, of course, we took a helicopter tour that flies over the preserve, and the views are absolutely insane. You can see a landscape that has been virtually untouched by humans. It's a world of deep, emerald green valleys, countless waterfalls cascading down sheer cliffs, and a summit that is almost always shrouded in thick clouds. Seeing this remote and sacred place, even from a distance, gives you a profound appreciation for the conservation efforts that protect Hawaii's most precious natural resources. Number 12 isn't a single spot, but an entire island. Welcome to Molokai, often called the Friendly Isle or the most Hawaiian island. This place is honestly a world away from the tourist hubs of Maui and Oahu. There are no traffic lights here, no buildings taller than a coconut tree, and definitely no chain stores. It's like truly a glimpse into the Hawaii of the past. The pace of life is slow, and the focus is all about community, tradition, and living in harmony with the land. Molokai is home to the tallest sea cliffs in the world, a rugged and undeveloped coastline, and a really rich history, including the famous Kauapea Peninsula, where people with Hansen's disease were once exiled. Visiting Molokai isn't about luxury resorts, it's about experiencing authentic Hawaiian culture. We spent time talking to locals, learning about their history, and just exploring the quiet, natural beauty of the island. If you want to disconnect from the modern world and see the true heart of Hawaii, Molokai is the place to do it. At number 11, we're waking up and, smelling the coffee. We're on the slopes of Hualalai and Mauna Loa on the Big Island right in the heart of the Kona coffee belt. This small region has the perfect conditions for growing some of the best coffee in the world. Rich volcanic soil, high elevation, and a unique weather pattern of sunny mornings and rainy afternoons. This isn't just any coffee. Kona coffee is famous for its smooth, rich flavor and low acidity. It's a true gourmet product. We visited one of the many family-owned coffee farms that dot the hillsides. They gave us a full tour, showing us how the coffee cherries are grown, hand-picked, processed, and roasted. Learning about the incredible amount of work and passion that goes into every single cup gives you a whole new appreciation for it. And of course, the best part was the tasting. Sipping a fresh cup of 100% Kona coffee while looking out at the beautiful coastline below is a perfect Hawaiian experience. It's a delicious part of the island's culture and economy. We're heading underground for number 10. The Big Island isn't just about the volcanoes on the surface. Some of its coolest features are actually hidden beneath. We're exploring the island's lava tubes, which are these giant natural caves formed by flowing lava. When a river of lava flows, the outer surface cools and hardens, but the molten rock inside keeps flowing, eventually draining out and leaving behind a hollow tube. It's kind of like a subway tunnel created by a volcano. It's insane. We explored the Thurston Lava Tube, or Nahuku, in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, which is easily accessible and lit up. But there are also wilder, more remote lava tubes you can explore with a guide. Walking through one of these massive caverns is a surreal experience. You can actually see where the lava once flowed, with strange formations and mineral deposits on the walls and ceiling. It's dark, cool, and a little spooky, but it's an incredible way to understand the powerful volcanic forces that are constantly shaping this island from the inside out. At number 9, we're stepping into a real-life Jurassic Park. This is Allerton Garden on the south shore of Kauai, a botanical masterpiece that's so stunning, it was actually used as a filming location for the movie. This isn't your average garden. It's a series of meticulously designed outdoor rooms, each with its own theme, featuring giant fountains, serene pools, and incredible sculptures surrounded by a breathtaking collection of tropical plants from all over the world. We took a guided tour through the garden and it was like being transported to another world. The most famous spot is the grove of Moreton Bay fig trees with their massive curtain-like roots that create a jungle-like canopy. You instantly recognize them from the movie. The garden is a living work of art, blending nature and human design perfectly. It's a tranquil, beautiful escape that shows off the incredible diversity of the plant kingdom in one of the most picturesque settings imaginable. For number 8, we're leaving the beaches behind and heading for the hills. Welcome to Maui's Upcountry, the beautiful rural region on the slopes of Haleakalā. The climate up here is cooler, and the landscape is completely different from the coast. It's a land of rolling green hills, cattle ranches, botanical gardens, and charming small towns. It feels more like the Irish countryside than a tropical island, and it's one of the most peaceful and scenic parts of Maui. We spent the day driving through the area, stopping at places like the Kula Botanical Garden and visiting a local goat farm to try some of their famous cheese. The vibe here is laid back and agricultural. You'll see cowboys, or paniolo as they're known in Hawaii, and farms growing everything from lavender to protea flowers. The views from Upcountry are spectacular. Looking down over the Central Valley and the coastline, it's a refreshing change of pace and shows a completely different, more rustic side of life on Maui. Number 7 is a spot with a view that is as dramatic as its history. This is the Na Pali Lookout on Oahu. Perched on the cliffs of the Ko'olau Range, this lookout offers one of the most breathtaking panoramic views on the island. You can see the entire windward coast from Kaneohe Bay to Chinaman's Hat laid out before you. The cliffs drop almost 1,000 feet straight down, and the view of the lush green mountains is just incredible. This place is also famous for two things: the wind and its history. The wind here is ridiculously strong, funneling through the pass with incredible force. It feels like you could lean into it and not fall over. But more importantly, this is the historic site of the Battle of Nuuanu in 1795. This is where King Kamehameha the Great won the final decisive battle for control of Oahu, driving hundreds of opposing warriors over these very cliffs. Standing here, with the wind howling around you and that epic view, you can feel the power and history of this legendary place. At number 6, we're entering a magical world of green. This is the famous bamboo forest on the Pipiwai Trail in Maui, located within Haleakalā National Park past Hana. Hiking into this forest is, honestly, one of the most surreal experiences you can have in Hawaii. As you step onto the boardwalk, you are suddenly surrounded by these towering stalks of bamboo that are so dense, they actually block out most of the sunlight, creating this kind of eerie, beautiful twilight effect. The sound in here is incredible. All you can hear is the rustling of the bamboo leaves in the wind and the clacking sound of the stalks knocking against each other. It's both peaceful and, yeah, a little haunting. The boardwalk winds its way through the forest for about half a mile, making you feel like you've been transported to another continent. The trail eventually leads to the spectacular 400-foot Waimea Falls, but the bamboo forest itself is a destination. It's a truly enchanting and unforgettable part of the Road to Hana journey. Kicking off our top 5 is a place that's both beautiful and haunting. We're on the island of Lanai at Kilauea, better known as Shipwreck Beach. This isn't a swimming beach, it's a rugged, windswept coastline that stretches for 8 miles. The powerful currents and sharp reefs in this channel have caused countless ships to wreck here over the years. The most famous one is this massive, rusting World War II oil tanker that's been stuck on the reef since the 1940s. It looks like a giant ghost ship. Getting here requires a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and honestly, the journey is part of the adventure. Once you arrive, you're greeted by this wild, desolate landscape. The rusting hulk of the ship is an incredible sight, especially against the backdrop of the blue water and the islands of Molokai and Maui in the distance. We spent hours just exploring the coastline, which is littered with debris and has this eerie, post-apocalyptic vibe. It's a serene and powerful escape that feels like the edge of the world. At number 4, we're back on Oahu for one of the best coastal hikes on the island. This is the Makapu'u Point Lighthouse Trail. It's a paved, 2-mile round-trip trail that winds its way up to a stunning viewpoint on the easternmost point of Oahu. The hike is relatively easy, but wow, the views the entire way up are absolutely phenomenal. With every step, the perspective of the coastline just gets better and better. From the top, you get an insane 360-degree view. You can see the historic red roof Makapu'u lighthouse below you, the turquoise waters of Makapu'u Beach, and the nearby islands of Manana, also known as Rabbit Island, and Kauhikaipu. On a clear day, you can even see Molokai and Lanai in the distance. But the best part? From December to May, this is one of the best places on the island for whale watching. We brought binoculars and saw several humpback whales breaching offshore. It was absolutely incredible. This hike has it all: history, insane views, and wildlife. We're in the top 3, and for number 3 we're visiting the sunniest, driest, and most luxurious part of the Big Island, the Kohala Coast. This area receives only about 9 inches of rain a year, so it's almost always sunny. The landscape is a stark and beautiful contrast of black lava fields right next to pristine white sand beaches and perfectly manicured green golf courses. It's where nature's raw power meets human-made paradise. This coast is home to some of Hawaii's best beaches like Hapuna Beach, which is consistently ranked as one of the top beaches in the United States. The sand is soft, the water is crystal clear, and it's perfect for swimming and snorkeling. But Kohala is also rich in history. We explored the Pu'uhonua Heiau National Historic Site, a massive temple built by King Kamehameha the Great. The combination of world-class beaches, sunny weather, and deep cultural history makes the Kohala Coast a truly special and spectacular wonder. Wait, number 2 is Hanauma Bay again? You're probably thinking I made a mistake, but I didn't. This place is so incredible it deserves 2 spots on this list for 2 different reasons. At number 20, we talked about it as a great snorkeling spot, but at number 2, we are highlighting it for what it truly is, a globally significant marine embayment and one of the most successful conservation stories in the world. It's not just a tourist attraction, it's a living laboratory and a beacon of hope for coral reefs everywhere. The sheer biodiversity packed into this small protected bay is mind-boggling. It's a designated marine life conservation district, and the strict rules, the mandatory video, the ban on certain sunscreens, the limit on daily visitors, have allowed this fragile ecosystem to rebound in a way that scientists are studying. This isn't just about seeing pretty fish, it's about witnessing a model for sustainable tourism that works. The beauty of Hanauma Bay is a direct result of the effort to protect it. It represents the future of how we must interact with nature, making it one of Hawaii's most important wonders. And here it is. The #1 wonder of Hawaii. This isn't just a place, it's the ultimate challenge. The legendary Kilauea Trail on the Na Pali Coast of Kauai. This is widely considered one of the most beautiful and one of the most dangerous hiking trails in the entire world. It's an 11-mile trek one way, traversing through dense jungle, crossing treacherous streams, and navigating narrow cliff edges with 1,000-foot drops straight into the ocean below. This trail is not for the faint of heart. You need a permit, and you need to be prepared. But for those who complete the journey, the reward is paradise on earth. The trail ends at Kilauea Beach, a secluded mile-long beach nestled in a massive cathedral-like valley that is completely inaccessible by any other means. It's a place of profound beauty and solitude, with a waterfall cascading right onto the beach where you can get fresh water. We made the trek, and it pushed us to our limits, but standing on that beach, completely cut off from the rest of the world, it's a feeling I can't even describe. It's the ultimate adventure, the ultimate view, and the undisputed #1 wonder of Hawaii. And that is a wrap! 30 of the most insane, beautiful, and unforgettable wonders in all of Hawaii. What an epic adventure! This place, Hawaii, is a land of unparalleled natural beauty, where every single island offers its own unique attractions and landscapes that are just mind-blowing. We've stood on top of active volcanoes, hiked through mystical bamboo forests, swam in the clearest water on Earth, and walked on beaches made of green sand. It's been an absolutely life-changing journey, and I'm so stoked I got to share it with all of you. From the fiery craters of the Big Island to the serene beaches of Maui, from the lush rainforests of Kauai to the historic landmarks of Oahu, these islands offer endless wonders to explore. Every single place on this list tells a story about the awesome power of nature and the deep spirit of the Hawaiian culture. Whether you're hiking to a remote waterfall, snorkeling with sea turtles, or just relaxing on a golden sand beach watching the sunset, Hawaii promises an experience that you will literally never, ever forget. It's one of the most special places on the planet. These 30 wonders are just the beginning of what the Hawaiian archipelago has to offer, and I hope this video has inspired you to go out and have your own adventure. Each one showcases the island's extraordinary geography, culture, and spirit. Thank you so much for coming along on this incredible journey with me. If you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor and smash that like button and share it with your friends who need to see this. It helps the channel more than you know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.